till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Set. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long, it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tiger.
Foles. And this one's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 39 yards there, a big one.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate.
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the catch, it's Crowder. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Powell takes it from Darnold. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's the 2nd and 7. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 4-7's the mic. 4-7.
Here's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Mike 47. I'm here, lady. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
On first down, Darnold. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a third and long after that sack. find Conley. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Buying time to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at...
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
90 Wolf. 44. Switch. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, team 6. Don't be scared of it. Get it.
3rd and 2. Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Foles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Watch right.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Foles. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Foles. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Lambo is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
47 Mike.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha!
From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to launch this thing. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
64, weak.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And this is caught. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run.
Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Mike 57. Here we go, D. All day, D.
There's Foles to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
intended for DJ Sharp. Incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense.